Okay, this is my Legend of Hercules movie roast because bad movies, they need love too. And this movie is no exception because bad movies have a soft place in my heart and our heart. Sometimes we just like to sit down with our friends, drink some soda, eat some pizza, grab some popcorn, sit down and have a great time and watch a really bad movie because bad movies need love too. Okay, Legend of Hercules. I'm gonna give you guys. I know you guys probably seen this movie, but this is my take on Legend of Hercules. Okay, this movie is about Hercules, the supposed son of Zeus, who is born into a mortal woman and becomes a mercenary, and then he realizes he had these amazing strength and powers, and he's exiled by his father, played by Scott Adkins, to from kingdom because he's supposed to be the supposed kingdom of whatever the hell country they're in. So okay, I'm gonna. This movie is directed by Rennie Harlan, who also did such movies as The Long Kiss Goodnight, Deep Blue Sea, Die Hard 2, and Cliffhanger, as well as A Nightmare on Elm Street for The Dream Master. Okay, with the exception of Nightmare on Elm Street 4, I like all those movies that I just mentioned. The guy has not a bad resume for making film, but for some reason I don't know what happened, what he was thinking about. Because in a post Matrix world, he seems to have a lot of the cliches and just a lot of the commercial nonsense and baggage that these movies really just do not need, and just doesn't work for him. And this movie got a 3% on Rotten Tomatoes, and also the box office 6.3 million at the box office out of a 70 million budget. So this movie did not make its budget back, and just barely made it in the box office. Okay, and this movie is starring Killen Lutz as well as Scott Adkins. Killen Lutz is a likable guy. I mean, he's done some pretty bad movies in his time, and including Twilight as well as Extraction. Actually, Extraction, I kind of like that movie a little bit, and he also did Expendables 3. But for some reason, his agent, I think he should really probably sue his agent because he keeps getting these really bad roles. Just he is just seriously under just a subject of bad casting. I think the guy just needs a little bit more seasoned roles. Maybe go back to television in order to to hone his craft, and then he'll be ready to come back to the big screen. Because other than that, how can you get into lines like "Tonight we fight for our lives"? And for some reason in this movie, everybody yells, "I give you Hercules!" For some reason, everybody yells in this movie, and half the time I was like, "No!" So okay, how could you get into lines like this? The dialogue is just, oh my gosh, it is. Just, I just can't even describe what this dialogue is like. It's just really bad, and I don't understand how they gave an okay to this stuff. And there's just a lot of there is one actor on this whole film who plays Hercules' closest friend, and he's actually the best and the brightest spot in this movie because this movie's not that bad. It's just not that good though. And with lines like "I will not stop until I avenge the princess and avenge my loyal friend." How can you get into lines like that? And she has made it clear that I do not matter to her, and I will punish him. How the hell can you get into lines like that? Okay, this movie tries to come off as a theater acting because there's two differences between theater acting and filmmaking and acting on a movie. Because when you're acting on a movie, you're either on a set, you're on location, so you kind of have to be very accurate. You have to be not overly melodramatic, but theater acting it is a little bit over the top. So you kind of because you're acting in front of a capacity audience. I kind of think that's what they were going for because this movie, the costumes are awful. It's really cheap. It's really sad because I like Rennie Harlan's a lot of his movies, but for some reason he was asleep at the wheel and he just really just did not care about this movie, and he really did not care with an overly populated There's I've seen a lot of Hercules movies. The Lou Ferrigno movies were even worse than this. But for some reason, it's just he really just did not care about this property. I don't see people lining up wanting to see movies about Hercules anymore. Maybe in the 80s and 70s, but not anymore. And so there, especially at the very end, where there is a scene where the moon keeps changing. Sometimes you see it on the right, other times you see it at the left, and the girl who's supposed to be there's this love story that's supposed to be going on in this movie. You just can't really get into it because they try to sell it to you. They try to make it seem like it's relevant, but it just doesn't work. And there is a scene where she has either the dagger pointed to her chest and or to her shoulder or to her armpit, and it is just awful. And you're really kind of scratching your head. What the hell is going on? What you're watching? So I really think that okay, Scott Adkins, the one of probably one of the a recognizable actor by me because I like watching his movies. This guy's a 10th degree black belt. Take 10th degree black belt. So this guy's a monster. You do not want to mess with this guy. But for some reason, the guy is an over actor. I've seen him in a lot of other films, and every time I've seen him in a film, he's kind of like always with the same grin on his face. And he likes to act like this for some reason. And he's always angry. He's always angry. Okay, imagine Scott Adkins as your principal from school, and he's giving you detention. You are going to get detention, and you are expelled from this school. Okay, imagine Scott Adkins as your judge, and he's sentencing you. You are guilty as charged. Or imagine if this guy is a cop that pulled you over and you're in serious trouble and he's reading your Miranda rights. He would probably sound a lot like, you have a right to remain silent and anything will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If you do not have one, we will provide you with one. Do you understand these rights that I have read you? So the guy is an overactor, and the biggest movie role he's ever had is one where he didn't say anything at all. He was in Doctor Strange. That's probably the biggest role I ever seen this guy in. And overall, Legend of Hercules is just a squandered movie with a really lazy acting, very lazy with the casting, very lazy with the costumes. It's just this is Salvation Army. This is thrift store style actors and costumes the and of course the fight scenes are horrible. And for some reason, I think when the director was thinking about, he was thinking about 2009 when 300 came out because a lot of the fight scenes are like a lot of the fight scenes last maybe 4 seconds long. And okay, I'm gonna give this movie. Lastly, I'm gonna give this movie because I love watching really bad movies, and bad movies they need love too. I'm gonna give this. I have a new rating systems going. I'm gonna give this movie. I'm gonna give this movie the constipation rating because this movie just is a pile of cow dung. And okay. All right. If you like this video, share this video, subscribe to this blog, hit that notification bell, tell your friends about this blog because I am still active and I am still your reviewer and I am still your YouTube alternative. Thank you for subscribing to Louis Battles of Cinema Review. You guys are awesome. You guys rock. You guys are great. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I work hard to entertain you guys, to make you guys laugh. All right, guys. I will see you guys real soon. Bye.